This is a quick discussion about ngOnChanges in Angular, and the bottom line behind things is you need to think of it in an asynchronous type of way. So if you're going to handle things on the client, you may want to use the setTimeout. So let's understand that a little bit better, why that is. So here I'm going to have a situation in which I've got a number of players that will roll dice, and then when they're done they will click on this bank. And I have a regular player and two AI players. So in the component, the controlling component, I have a flag that I want to set that will just keep track of which player whose turn it is. And so when we set the flag, we want Fred to go, and then when he's done, he will send a signal to update the flag. So in this particular case, I am using a disabled flag. Right here we see that we use this flag disabled, and that's an input into our component here. And so whenever we change the state, that disabled flag is updated. So here on ngChange we say if it's not disabled, then we want to take a turn. Imagine the setTimeout's not there. The problem is that when we take the turn, we will eventually call this bank method, which then will also update the disabled. And so what has happened is, as we come through here, we have the disabled flag state is set, and so we take our turn. It's not set, and we take our turn, and then when we're done, we set it back to disabled. And this whole time, the view is not being updated, so it's waiting for the view to be updated. And so what happens is you get an error if you don't do a setTimeout, and that's because ngOnChanges is not called one after the view is completely updated. That's really when it should be called, but it was designed in such a way that the ngOnChanges are really for the kind of thing where you might, if the state of your data changes, you now may want to call something like an HTTP request. So that's kind of the mindset that it was done with, but really what should have happened is this should have been called only after the view had been completely updated.